Hi and welcome to SBR Picks. I'm your host Nadia Holtz with an injury report update ahead of NFL Week 2. Week 1 saw a number of key injuries which affect sports bettors, fantasy sports players, and diehard fans, not to mention the players themselves. With me today to expand on the most notable injuries and the latest updates available is professional handicapper Matt Jordan. Matt, it's great to have you with us. How are you doing today?
Glad to be here.
Good. Okay, so number 1 draft pick Jadeveon Clowney tore his meniscus in the Texans' win over the Redskins. This most likely takes his name out of the contention for Defensive Rookie of the Year award, but then again, youngsters heal pretty quickly. What's the latest you've heard on the timetable for his return, and how much does this affect the Texans defensively?
Yeah, he's going to miss 4 to 6 weeks. So back when the preseason, I did a Defensive Rookie of the Year story and interview on here, and I didn't recommend him because number 1 overall picks just never win that award for some reason. Maybe they have too much to live up to. So, but yeah, you can forget about that award now. I don't think it affects him too much, because he is a rookie, and they got a former first-round pick and Whitney Mercilus, who is going to start for him, and he had 7 sacks last year. So, I mean, realistically, was Clowney going to have more than 7 sacks as a rookie? Maybe 1 or 2 more, but probably not. So, I think Houston's defense is pretty spectacular as it is. J.J. Watt it's literally unblockable. So, I don't think it's a huge loss, and their schedule for the next month or so isn't all that bad. So, it's just a minor hiccup, I think.
Okay, and will Cam Newton be ready to play against the Lions? And is this a game the Panthers can win without him?
All reports are he will be ready. He probably could have gone last week, if it was like a playoff game or a must-win game, but they wanted to give him 1 more week on those ribs. Can they win without him? The Lions are a very hard team to handicap because under previous coaches, they would have a huge win, like they did Monday. They looked terrific, crushed the Giants. And then they'd come back and just totally lay an egg. They're a maddening team. So I don't know which Lions team that is yet this year. Right now they look like the better team, but Carolina's defense looked terrific against Tampa Bay, and obviously the offense will be much better with Newton than Derek Anderson. The Panthers do get the Lions on a short week too. That's a benefit. So could they win with Derek Anderson? I do think they could, but Newton should play.
Okay, and last season's sacks leader Robert Mathis is out for the year. This comes as a cold blowout to the Colts defense, who were already without his services for the first 4 games due to a suspension for performance-enhancing drugs use. How big a blow is this for the Colt defense?
This is the biggest injury of Week 1 by far. And again, without him actually playing, he did it while working out. He had almost half the team's sack total last year, half the team's fumble recoveries last year, forced fumbles. He's literally all they had, and if anyone who watched the Denver game last year against the Colts and this year against the Colts, last year they upset Denver because Mathis was in the backfield almost every play. He sacked Peyton Manning twice, caused a fumble. This year they didn't even touch him. I mean, they just had no pass rush. There's talk they're looking in the trade market, but this is big. This is gonna jack up all of Indy's point totals. Like theirs this week is already the highest on the board against Philly. So Andrew Luck's gonna have to win a lot of 34-31 games. That's for sure.
Are there any other Week 1 injuries you're monitoring right now?
The Eagles, again, who play the Colts Monday night, they have 2 starting offensive linemen hurt last week. They're both out. Plus a 3rd starting lineman is suspended for the next 3 games. So their offensive line, which the Colts won't have Mathis. Obviously, they wouldn't have had him anyways, but. That's obviously going to weak point. The Eagles are a big rush team, so it'll be interesting to see how that affects them. The Browns are probably going to be without running back Ben Tate, but all you fantasy geeks out there, Terrence West, I'm sure, has been picked up this week, and he looked great in his spot last week, so not a huge downgrade there, I don't think. And Jordan Cameron, the tight end, may or may not play. He's clearly Brian Hoyer's number 1 target. That looks like a shootout, regardless, against the Saints, who are desperate. Those would be the other big ones. And Kansas City lost Derek Johnson, their Pro Bowl linebacker. He's done for the season. I don't see the Chiefs winning more than 5 games this year.
Sounds good, Matt. Thank you so much, and have a good one.
Thank you.
For SBR Picks, this is Nadia Holtz.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns. Big money free betting contests year-round. A real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.